cuties, now you're going to see a new story, a silly story of Bondapalli. In a tiny kingdom long, long ago, there lived a king, a queen, and a prince. The king and the queen loved to eat, but not the prince. Every day he fussed. Awful, don't want it, take away. The queen could bear it no longer. One day she marched into the royal kitchen, stopped her food, and wiggled her finger at the cook. Make something the prince will eat. She roared at the cook, or it's off with your head. The royal cook was terrified. All night long he worked. He chipped and he chopped, he boiled and he baked, he sliced and he diced, he tried, he fried, and then he cried, "Whoa, I'm going to die." Just as the sun peeped out of the next morning, the cock crowed loudly, "Cook-to-coo-coo." The dog jumped up and fell on the cat. The cat jumped up and fell on the cook. The cook jumped up and down fell a spoonful of batter plonk into the hot oil. It sizzled and swelled up into a round ball. The cook took a bite. It was crisp outside, soft inside. Mmm. The royal family sat down to eat. The cook stood behind the door. He held his head tightly in his hand, in case the queen sent it rolling. The hot golden balls were served to the prince. He sniffed, he nibbled, he gobbled. First one, then another and another. "Wonderful!" spluttered with his mouth stuffed. "Yes, wonderful," declared the king. "No," he said, "bondaful," shouted the delighted queen. "These are bondas." With a sigh of relief, the cook mumbled, "Yes, bonda," and scurried back to the kitchen. From that day on, the prince ate bondas morning, noon, and night. Everyone in the kingdom ate bondas morning, noon, and night, and the people grew rounder and rounder, just like the bondas. They got stuck in their doorways, so they built round houses with round doors, round beds, and round chairs. The kingdom soon came to be known as Bondapalli. Everywhere in Bondapalli, shops sold bondas, little bondas and huge bondas, sweet bondas and salty ones, all sorts of bondas for all sorts of people. Everyone was happy. They ate bondas and danced and slept and ate some more. Life in Bondapalli was wonderful. When the news reached the neighboring king, he was very upset. In his kingdom, people were lean and skinny with long, sad faces. He wanted them to be round and happy and wonderful too. "I will capture Bondapalli," he decided, and he sent out his soldiers with their lean, mean fighting visions. "Call my army," the prince of Bondapalli ordered his minister. The soldiers huffed and puffed up to the palace. The prince looked at the soldiers. They were round like bondas. How would they fight? The lean, mean army. "Follow my orders," he said to his minister as he climbed to the top of the palace to see the enemy. But just at the moment, the cook came out with a pile of hot bondas. The prince turned to look and down, down, down. He fell down the steps, bouncing like a ball. "Oh, that's a command," the minister thought. "On your marks, get set, bounce," he ordered the soldiers. The soldiers curled themselves up and began to bounce. They bounced out of the palace, right into the battlefield. The enemy saw hundreds of balls charging towards them. Some thought they were gigantic cannonballs. Others thought they were monsters. They were very, very frightened. The bondapalli soldiers bounced into the enemy boing. The lean, sad soldiers stumbled and fell. Oof. The bondapalli soldiers bounced between the horses. Bong bong. The lean, skinny horses tumbled and fell. Poof. The bondapalli soldiers bounced all over the enemy machines. Boing, boing, boing. And the lean, mean machines crumbled. Crunch, crash. The prince stopped bouncing, stood up, and straightened his crown. I am hungry, he declared. He looked around and smiled. Everyone joined in. It's bonda time. The royal cook ran out with mounds of hot, hot bondas. The king, the queen, the prince, and the people, and the lean, skinny soldiers with long, sad faces sat together and gobbled up the bondas. And everyone cheered, long live bondas, long live bondapalli. Bye bye, cuties.